Hi everybody, Zach Strax, and welcome back to another episode of Reaction of Fairy Tale. Today we move on to episode 10 and going on from there. Last time we had the Dark Guild Eisenwald and the threat of Lullaby reach its conclusion. It was really cool, guys, to see all of it happen and kind of play out because I remembered bits and pieces of it, but not to the extent of what happened. Everything with like the Kageyama character, I basically forgot until that moment arose where Makarov basically talked him down and all that. It was really cool to see again. If you didn't know, guys, I am doing a rewatch of these first 175 episodes of Fairy Tale. Currently, episode 176 all the way to the end of the show are already on this channel with blind reactions when I was seeing it for the first time. But at the time when I watched these episodes, I did not have this channel exist yet. So here we are kind of revisiting from the first time in a sense because there's so much, guys, I forgot, so much I don't remember, and so much I just missed because I wasn't really fully paying attention to it. And I forget when it is exactly that I just like fell in love with this show, but it's pretty quick early on. Like I just remember enjoying it right from the get-go, episode 1, just really loving it and just enjoying the journey, enjoying the ride, and I'm so excited to kind of see this again and to have you guys with me this time, and we're gonna keep going from here. We also, guys, last time had the greatest team ever of Fairy Tale officially formed, that is Erza, Natsu, and Gray. They kind of officially work together, and it's just again so cool to see the formation of that because moving forward in the show, we kind of know that they never really fully stop. They're always together for the big things. They're always together and thinking of each other and helping each other in when crisis arises and all that. And Lucy's, of course, and Happy are both with them too. And it's just such a cool thing to see the kind of the early stages and the formation of it all, guys. And I love it. I love the show. I can't stop talking about the show, and I love it so much. So thank you guys again so much for joining me on this ride of the rewatch of Fairy Tale. It means so much that you guys are here with me. Last episode, we also, guys, had kind of like a filler episode where they got lost on their journey back, so they had found this town. And I feel like the whole thing was kind of there in existence, basically to just kind of help showcase a little bit more of like, here's the personalities of these characters. Here's how they interact with each other. Here's the quarrel and squabbling of Natsu and Gray constantly happening, and all that kind of stuff. And, Makarov was with them this time, so we got to see a little bit more of him and learn about how he feels as a guildmaster, how he feels as a character, and all that kind of stuff. So it was just a good episode just to kind of like set some stages, set some groundwork and stuff like that going on with everybody. And I'm excited to see what happens next. I do recall that this episode is called Natsu versus Erza, or Erza versus Natsu, one of the two. And I'm excited to see because we do know, guys, that last time at some point in their history they fought, Erza won, and Natsu wants to battle her again to see how much stronger he's become. And I do not remember this battle at all. I don't remember the outcome or how it ends up going. So I'm really excited to just see it again. And so please like this video if you haven't yet, and please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet for more reactions coming soon. We do have a Patreon as well where you can help support this channel, so feel free to check it out. The link is in the description below, and thank you to those of you that have already done so. Here we go with episode 10 of Fairy Tale. Let's go.
In a land far away lies the kingdom of Fiore.
Oh,
a
Fiore.
small, peaceful nation of 17 million, and a place filled with magic. Found in every home, bought and sold in every marketplace. For most, magic is merely...
There's the Magic Mobile. I never noticed that before, but it's right there.
For some, however, magic is an art, and they've devoted their lives to its practice. These are the wizards. Banded together into magical guilds, they ply their skills in search of fame and fortune. Many such guilds dot the landscape of Fiore. But there is a certain guild in a certain town that soars high above the rest. One from which countless legends have been born. A guild that will no doubt continue to create legends well into the future.
Oh, and that they will. That they will.
Is Fairy Tale.
Oh, man. So good. I love this song. I love the little intro. So cool. I did want to mention, guys, they show Erza right here. I noticed that she's, like, right at the end of this battle, and there's that big horn. I'm trying to remember, like, is that the same horn that she brings into the guild hall saying, like, the townspeople decorated it and gave it to her as a souvenir. Like, was that battle? They kind of just featured a little bit in the opening credits, but never really seen officially otherwise. A lot of this other stuff in the opening credits, I almost feel like are just kind of like missions and jobs that are kind of like maybe referenced or thought of, but never really done in the show. It's just kind of saying like, yes, they are doing things off screen together too, and in between episodes and stuff like that, just for fun. Maybe in the manga things get featured a little bit more. I'm thinking back again to that, like the Thule Tower thing that they referenced in the final season of getting rebuilt. Apparently in the manga you see it destroyed in these first chapters of the manga. So it's really cool to think about, guys, to me, and I love that they do that too. All right, let's go.
Previously on Fairy Tale.
Why would you go look for him?
I'm not leaving without my cow!
I owe you one, buddy.
Natsu and Gray, I have an important favor that I need to ask of you.
Hey, Erza, I'll come with you, but only under one condition. I want a rematch when we get back to Fairy Tale.
I accept your challenge.
You're not really gonna fight, are you?
The Eisenwald
Magic
Guild
Council
may have been defeated, but that is only one small victory in a much larger battle. I cannot allow Zerath's magic to fall into the wrong hands again.
I don't understand how Eisenwald was able to obtain a tool of forbidden magic in the first place.
I hate to say it, but the blame may extend all the way to the highest levels.
Whatever the case, although they're usually just a thorn in our sides, it seems Fairy Tale proved to be quite useful.
They took down an entire guild with a handful of wizards. That is quite a feat.
I still don't like them.
You may not want to accept it, but that's the reality of the situation. In the end, the attack on the guild masters was prevented. Lives were spared. And none of us had to give up our hard-earned positions on this council to save face.
You fool! Are you insinuating the council is somehow to blame? Enough of this nonsense! Fairy Tale's good deeds are overshadowed by their reckless destruction!
Then why don't we take the opportunity to discuss the matter with them?
Natsu versus Erza!
All right, Natsu versus Erza. Man, the whole council is just like so interesting to see them again, kind of seeing these characters and see later and think about later where they all end up.
Being big news.
So crazy.
It made all the
So
papers,
crazy.
and it seemed like everybody was talking about it. Before joining Fairy Tale, I never would have imagined I'd be part of such a big event. I heard that the authorities caught most of the Eisenwald members who were involved. They even got a hold of Kageyama, so that's reassuring at least.
Okay.
The scary thing is, they still haven't been able to track down Aragorn.
Oh.
I'm worried he might show up at Fairy Tale looking for revenge.
He will show up at some point. I
But
do
I'll be
remember
okay, 'cause I'm with
him
the
showing
guild's
up. I just don't
strongest team.
remember how,
Erza,
why,
Gray,
or
and
anything like
Natsu
that.
have my back no matter what. Not to mention Happy. Fairy Tale is awesome, and my fellow members are really great people. So don't worry, Mom. I'm doing fine. P.S. Please don't tell Dad any of this, Kay? Saving the world from evil is cool and all, but sometimes it's nice just to relax at home.
Man, 70,000 jewel a month is dirt cheap for a place like this. You totally scored, Lucy.
Intruder alert!
Oh.
No stripping in my house, buddy!
Hey, give me a minute to explain, would ya? I was naked when I got here.
Get out!
So you forgot about today, huh? I figured you wouldn't
Oh my God.
remember, so I came by to remind you.
About what?
Well, let me try and jog your memory. Remember when Natsu challenged Erza at the train station?
Fight! 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 Show him those boss, Natsu!
They're about to fight their rematch.
No way! They're really going through with it? Oh, hey, Lucy.
Well, if those two value their manhood, then they'd better go through with it.
Erza's not a man.
But you gotta admit she's manly.
Aren't you worried this fight could tear our strongest team apart?
What are you talking about? Our strongest team?
You, Natsu, and Erza, you dummy! You're the three strongest wizards in the guild!
We are? Yeah, right. What idiot fed you that line? Oh, you're
Aw.
an idiot, Mira.
Smooth move, Gray.
I'll hand it to Natsu and
Poor
Gray.
Mira.
They're tough little dudes. But neither of them are even close to being the strongest.
Calling Erza the strongest woman in the guild is a pretty safe bet.
As far as the guys, it's a tough call, but I'd put my money on Laxus or Mystogan.
All I meant was that three of them
First
work
mention of
together
them?
and they have the best team chemistry. read all of Fairy Tail. Okay, and this is coming from the same person who sent me on a mission to keep Natsu and Great from killing each other when Erza wasn't around?
Gotta say, I'm pretty psyched to see how this fight turns out.
Oh yeah? I'm sure she'll end up mopping the floor with him.
It's been quite a while since we've
Man,
squared
like
off
this mention of
hasn't it,
Laxus and
Natsu?
Mystogan, I
was just a
remember
little
just kind of
kickback.
feeling when I
Today's
first
gonna
saw
be
this episode, like, oh, like,
'cause I'm
wow,
taking
who are
you
they?
down,
Like,
Erza.
having no
Well, I'm
idea.
not going to go easy on you.
And then I think in the second
I have the
opening,
perfect armor
they
for
show
this
them
occasion.
like kind of like towering above all the other characters in like this quick little shot, and I just remember being so excited to like that they're gonna be on the show and we get to meet them and see how powerful they really are and all that kind of stuff. And then, gosh, man, of course that leads into so many other things. But
That's Flame Empress armor. Good choice against fire magic.
So now Natsu's flames will only be half as effective.
Come on, Erza, at least give the kid a fighting chance.
Put me down for Erza in the first round. You're betting against your own best friend? Why are you guys picking sides? I don't want either of them to lose.
Get into the spirit, Lucy.
Round one, start!
This fight sucks.
what was that?
This fight
Oh.
is over! May I have your attention, please? I have come here on behalf of the Magic Council. No way!
Seriously? Why would the council send her here?
Am I the only one who noticed she's a frog? As a result of the Eisenwald incident, a member of your guild has been charged with 11 counts of criminal property damage. Erza Scarlet, you are under arrest.
Man, the fight was getting good. I think everyone else is a little bummed too.
This isn't fair, you guys! Let me out of here already!
Natsu, try to calm down.
Let me out, pretty please!
Oh.
You'll go on a rampage.
I'll be good, I swear! Now please just turn me back to the way I was before!
The second we turn you back, you'll run out to save Erza.
Give me a break, I couldn't care less what happens to her!
Even if you wanted to help her, it's not like we can face off with the council.
But don't those jerks on the council realize that Erza did what she had to do to save the lives of the guild masters from those bad guys and their evil death flute?
If the Magic Council says you're guilty, then you're guilty. End of story.
This building houses the Fiore branch of the Magic Council. As we speak, Erza Scarlet is being led down its halls, drawing closer to the trial that awaits her.
Oh,
Secret.
It's been quite a while, Erza. Please, relax.
man.
I'm only here
their
in
history.
spirit. I'm sending this projection from Era. In fact, all the wrinkled faces in that courtroom are projections as well. We didn't think it necessary to be here for such a trivial matter.
I see. So you're the one who's behind this farce?
I've always been a staunch defender of Fairy Tail. But the elders are worried the blame for Clover's destruction will fall into their laps. And the only way to avoid that is to place the blame on someone else entirely. You're their scapegoat.
Enough!
Don't let a word slip about you-know-what. For both of our sakes. I must join my colleagues on the council. I'll see you shortly on the other side.
Wow.
Oh, wow. You know some very important people.
He's evil.
I remember being very intrigued from all
I
that.
worked very hard
Um,
to get this far, Erza.
And thinking now, like,
Do not
the
stand
projection
in my
magic,
way.
I don't remember Jalal doing that, like, later in the show or anything. But
This courtroom will now come to
so many
order.
others can do it too. Like, all the audience apparently can, like,
Before us is the defendant.
I don't
Erza
feel like that's
Scarlet.
a commonly used magic in the later episodes. It's kind of what I'm
Please
trying to
take
say,
a
guys.
stand, Miss
It's
Scarlet.
just something to think about.
This is wrong. We should be there to testify.
Even if we left this very second, there's no way we'd make it there in time.
But
I've been stuck under this stupid glass all day, you guys! It's getting hard to breathe! Come on, you gotta let me out of here!
You sure you want out? It seems you've lost the fire in your belly.
Uh-oh.
That was you?
Yeah, sorry guys, but I owed Natsu a favor. I turned myself into a salamander so that everybody would think I was him.
Look, everyone! My daddy caught Natsu trying to sneak away!
Here's your chance.
Oh.
I got you covered. Now run.
Do you know where he went?
He went after Erza, didn't he?
So he has transformation magic? He did that himself? Like, because I remember later he tries to learn transformation magic with Mira. Maybe he forgets it if he knows it. Because it's over 7 years later when all that happens.
Erza Scarlet, you stand
I don't
before
know,
the
man.
council to answer to charges stemming from the
Something to think about, too.
involving the Dark Guild Eisenwald. According to eyewitness reports, the perpetrator is described as a heavily armored female wizard. What is this?
I'm
Oh
the
my.
crazy lady in armor you old-timers have been looking for! If you've got a problem with the way me and my guild do things, you can fight me! I am the all-powerful Erza! You thought I was destructive before, but you ain't seen nothing yet! Do you really think the stuff I destroyed is more important than the guild masters' lives? Well...
Take them away.
I'm truly sorry for this, Your Honor.
What are you doing, Erza? Don't apologize to these council jerks! Oops, I mean, I am Erza!
I'm already fuzzy too, guys, but like I think that
Can't express how
whole
angry I am
scene
with you.
is later
Trial was
referenced. I
just
think
a
like when they
formality.
meet
Seriously? It's a
in the
glorified
Tartaros arc,
spectacle. The council is
when
using me
you know
as an
they
example to
Erza
remind
and
everyone that if you break the law, you'll be punished.
Mixlo
It
maybe
helps them maintain
they talk
order
or
in the magical world.
something like that. They
Wait a
talk about
minute.
that
So
scene
this
and they
is all
call
for
it they
show?
call it back and they show that
You would
again.
found me guilty.
I'm
Then
fuzzy on the
sent me
details,
home.
guys. Let me know in the
Just a slap
comments
on the
because
wrist.
I'll have to go look it up, but maybe I'll
I'm stuck in
let
a
you guys
jail
know
cell.
next episode. I'll look it up in between.
Believe you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You meant well.
I see. A fairy tale wizard came to her aid. Natsu Dragneel.
Who would have thought fresh air could smell so sweet? I'm gonna breathe it in all day. It's the sweet smell of freedom. I'll never take it for
Put a
granted.
sock in it, man.
Isn't he precious when he gets all excited? I can't believe that stupid arrest and trial were just for show. All that worrying for nothing.
So she wasn't a sacrificial lamb, but a scapegoat.
You must be one heck of a nice wizard, because even your jokes leave me cold. Hey, Natsu, you gonna finish going man-to-man with Erza?
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah,
here
I
we go.
forgot about that.
I'm not in the mood right now.
I'm not letting you off the hook that easy.
How's that? Are you satisfied?
And he's out!
Way to go, champ!
Guess we know who the real man is.
He's coming.
Oh, Mystogan. I remember this effect that he has on everybody.
So tired.
So strange. Like, I remember being so weirded out first time I saw this.
I shall return.
No, wait. Lift your sleeping spell before you leave.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh man, was Mystogan here?
What a jerk.
Does he have to put us to sleep every time he comes here?
Who's this Mystogan guy?
For one, he's a contender for Fairy Tale's strongest wizard.
Whenever he comes here to take a job, he casts a sleeping spell.
That's kind of creepy.
Master Makarov's the only person here who's ever gotten a good look at his face.
That's not true. I've seen him before.
Oh, here we go.
Laxus. Talk about rare.
You're never here.
And here's another contender.
Mystogan's just a little shy. You should all respect his
Oh my
privacy.
God.
All right, Laxus, you and me, right now.
Getting your butt kicked once today wasn't enough?
Yeah, pal. If you can't even win against the redhead, why bother with me?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that I'm the guild's strongest wizard.
Then come down here and prove it.
You come to me, little man.
With pleasure.
You're not allowed on the second floor, Natsu. The most powerful one in the guild isn't a chick or some hooded weirdo. You want to know what the strongest wizard looks like? You're looking right at him.
Wow, man.
Mary Jane,
Forgot
let me
this
ask you
intro. Like,
What was the master talking about earlier?
he is
Why
so
can't we go up to the
arrogant.
second floor?
That area is reserved for advanced
I remember
members of the
hating
guild.
Laxus
The
so
jobs that are
much.
listed on the
Like when
request
he
form
finally
there
does
make the
his
ones
like
listed down here look like
Battle of
child's
Fairy
play
Tale
in
attacks and
comparison.
stuff like that. Like,
They're called S-Class quests.
S-Class?
Their job's so dangerous that one wrong move could be your last. But with that risk comes a higher reward. There are only 5 people in the entire guild who are considered S-Class. That includes Laxus, Mystogan, and Erza. I wouldn't worry about it if I were you, Lucy. In my opinion, there's no amount of money that's worth risking your life over.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't believe how many famous wizards are in Fairy Tale. And I think I'm starting to figure out how everybody's ranked within the guild. Gotta start working my way to the top.
Welcome home!
You guys stink! Why don't you jerks work out of your own house?
Now, Lucy, if we want to work together like a team, we gotta train like one.
We thought you'd like the pink dumbbell.
I don't care what color it is, I'm not lifting weights with you!
We gotta kick it up a notch if we want to beat Laxus and Erza.
Sir.
I just want a little peace and quiet, now get out!
Don't worry, we'll train quietly, Lucy.
Why does this kind of stuff always happen to me?
Have made a decision. Our team is ready for the big time. S-Class.
Yeah! Check it out!
How did you get that?
Well, I just climbed the stairs and took it.
You little cat burglar!
Since this is our first S-Class quest, we decided to go with the smallest reward we found on the board. But 7 million is still a lot of jewel.
We're not ready for it! If the master knew we had this job request, he'd be furious!
Yeah, but I think he'll end up being proud of us if we actually pull it off.
You can handle this on your own. I'm staying right here.
But the job is saving a tropical island.
Really?
It's the cursed island of Galuna.
No way!
oh my God, Galuna Island.
I'll give you half the fish I catch, Lucy.
What kind of incentive is that supposed to be?
Fine, we're out of here.
I remember
That's the best
bits and
idea
pieces
you
of
have.
Galuna Island,
Hold on! For crying out loud, would you use the door?
but I remember really underestimating
Now everybody's
the
gonna think
events
I'm
of
the one who stole
Galuna
it.
Island,
What'll I do?
and I never realized until way later how much
top of the
of an
giant reward,
impact
you
that
also get a
island and the
game kit.
events of this island come into play throughout the whole rest of the show.
Hey, wait up, you guys!
I'm so excited to journey to Galuna Island. Let's go.
Master! I don't know what's happened, but one of the S-Class quests is missing.
Oh, he just realized. All right, guys, here we go with the next one. Let's go.
Say what? One of the jobs from the second floor is missing?
But the jobs up there are S-Class quests. Anyone know who took off with it?
Well, it's either someone really strong or really stupid.
I know. A little blue cat flew up here and ripped it off the board.
It was Happy?
He must have stolen it for Natsu and Lucy.
That's crazy. What do they think?
All right, guys. Well,
got
this is
some
episode
nerve
11.
taking on an
Like,
S-Class
I
quest.
love that
I
we're
don't know
just
if I'd
seeing
call
all
it
the
nerve, but
characters,
it's
like so many
definitely
characters from the guild.
That's a serious
Just
breach of
here,
the
you know,
rules.
just established now.
Hey,
Like
Gramps,
you forget
stunt like
that
that'll get you kicked out
they're
of the
so
guild.
young, and
Am I
then
right?
we see them
Not
early
that it
on. And
matters.
at least
It's not
I
those
did. Like,
three losers are gonna make it
they're
back
so
alive from
important.
an
Every
S-Class
one of them
quest.
is so important.
Luxus! If you knew, why didn't you
Hey,
stop
gosh,
him?
Laxus is just the
lighten
biggest
up.
jerk.
All I saw was a blue
So
cat
arrogant,
flying
so
off with
mean.
a piece of paper in its mouth, trying to act all sneaky. I had no idea it was happening.
Like I said last
Besides,
episode, guys,
Natsu's
I
not cleared
hated
for
him at
S-Class.
first, but he
I
has
never
one of the
dreamed
best
he'd break the rules.
redemption arcs of the whole show.
You haven't given me that look in a while.
Which job was it?
For lifting the curse on Galuna Island.
What? Galuna Island?
Are they insane?
They're even dumber than we thought.
Laxus, go and fetch them at once.
Yeah, right. I got better things to do, Gramps.
You're the only one strong enough to bring him back by force.
Sorry, Master, but I'm afraid I gotta disagree with you.
The Cursed
I
Island!
think Erza comes too, or Erza shows up later.
Of Hargion.
Wow,
Back
this
to
brings
Hargion.
back memories. It seems like only yesterday when we met here for the first time.
It practically was yesterday. You don't have to get all mushy.
Yeah, you sound like an old lady.
Well, let's go find a boat that'll take us to Galuna.
Are you crazy? Forget the boat. Why can't we all just swim for it?
You think I'm the one who's crazy?
Don't know why you'd want to go there, but no sailor worth his salt's gonna take you to Galuna. Not even pirates will go near that place.
Are you serious?
It looks like we're gonna be swimming after all.
Sure does. We're not swimming, Natsu!
I found you.
It's great!
What are you doing here?
Gramps found out about your harebrained scheme and sent me to bring you back.
That's right. He just like
We're
talks
not in danger
talks
yet.
Gray into
If you
joining
come
them.
back now, you might avoid being kicked out of the
And
guild.
then Erza
Maybe.
Kicked out?
comes and
I don't
helps
care. I'm
to
going
stop
on
them
this
or
S-class
get them out of there.
Man, you're way out of your league here.
I
Just
think-
come home. When Erza finds out about this, she's gonna be so angry.
I've got to prove my power to Erza. So, like it or not, I'm doing this.
Master ordered me to bring you home. I'll drag you back to Fairy Tale if I have to. Don't make me hurt you, buddy.
I'd like to see you try!
Magic? Excuse me, but are you wizards? Have you come to lift the curse on the island? Get in.
What?
Seriously?
No way.
There we go. We're ready
my
when
God.
you are, sir.
You sure?
Well, they did not talk him in. They
Go back and
kidnapped him
tell the
basically.
guild, because the next person they'll send is Erza.
Oh, poor Nut.
Okay, now I'm starting to get scared.
Well, look on the bright side. At least you're not tied up. This is your
It was a
fault
minute
too,
ago, guys.
buddy.
I didn't talk
Why'd
about
you
it in the
decide to
moment,
let
but
us
like
on?
that
The
little
name
thing
is
like
Bobo,
popped up
and if you
in the
must
water
know, I used
and
to
then
be a
like went back
citizen of
down and
Galuna
like
Island.
I've heard online that like
But I had to
there's so
flee.
many little random
just couldn't
instances
take it
like
anymore.
of these little random
I should
creatures
warn
that
you.
just appear in
Tragedy
backgrounds and
befalls
appear
anyone who
for like a
steps foot on
split
the
second
island.
and then they're gone.
There's no avoiding it.
They're like
That
little
is,
Easter eggs.
unless
I don't
you're
really
able
know
to
the
lift the
story
curse.
of them or anything like that. So if you guys know that story, please let me know.
This
But
vile demon's
my.
curse.
Whoa, your arm. What happened to it?
Is that the curse?
We're almost there.
What the? Where'd he go?
Did he fall out?
It's like he disappeared into thin air.
What's that sound?
Lucy? Now don't panic. Just hold on.
Happy! Can't you grab onto the boat and fly? I'm not down in it!
Where am I? A mess.
The cursed island of Galuna.
Looks like we made it, you guys!
We're lucky that wave washed us ashore.
Well, I don't know if I would call it lucky.
I can't help but wonder what happened to the guy who brought us here. Right after he told us about the curse, he vanished.
Forget about that stuff for now and let's go exploring!
Not so fast.
Give it up, Gray. You can't take us back to the guild now that our boat's been destroyed.
You're right. I'm coming with you. There's no way I'm gonna let the two of you clowns make S-Class before I do. And if you were kicked out, the guild would be pretty boring. Gramps will be upset, but if we pull this off, he won't stay mad at us for long.
And I do love two guys that
Let's go.
the S-Class ranking and all that is just like established right now too. You know, we've
The
gotten to
dreaded
meet
keep
Laxus, we
outside.
got to meet Mystogan,
Well, we found the village.
sort of.
Now what?
Check out that gate. When they say
But
keep
just
out,
knowing,
they mean
like,
it.
Anyone home?
I remember now, like I think I might have said it wrong before, guys, but like getting introduced to them in this last episode,
Who goes there?
having them appear in the second
wizards
opening
from Fairy
credits
Tale, responding
got
to
me
your
really
request.
excited because I
Why weren't we notified
made me
when
feel
you
like they were going to
accepted
be
the job?
way more prominent in the
Sorry, it was
story and
probably
in
just
the
a
show.
mix-up with the paperwork.
Then let me see your
And I wanted to know
envelopes
more
right
about them
now.
because obviously they're labeled as the toughest, the best. and-
They're here. They're really here.
Let's go! Fairy Tale.
It's just like what happened to the boat guy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, your sideburns!
Not that. I was trying to show you what's happened to my arm. Everyone on the island has suffered horrible disfigurement because of this curse. Our symptoms began around the same time the moon fell under an evil spell.
What kind of spell?
Since ancient times, this island has absorbed the light of the moon, causing it to glow almost as beautifully as the moon itself. However, several years ago, the moon's color began to change, and an eerie purple glow was cast upon the island.
So the moon turned purple?
It's coming out from behind the clouds.
Stand back! The change is about to begin.
is this happening to them?
I'm sorry if our appearance frightens you.
It's okay. I'm just completely confused.
You poor people.
Oh man, you guys look so cool! It's awesome! You've got horns and stuff! I'm so jealous!
He thinks we look cool?
No one's ever said that to us before.
Natsu, you're being insensitive.
get some
They don't
horns
wanna
at some
look
point.
Like this.
Seriously?
I'm thinking
my
of
bad.
Dragon
I guess
Cry
we should
movie.
help 'em out.
That is
The-
why
the
we're
appearance
here.
there.
What a clue, man.
That's pretty cool.
Anyway, as you've witnessed, whenever the purple moon shows its face in the sky, everyone in the village takes on a horrific demon form. If it isn't a curse, then what else could it possibly be? We'll return to normal once the morning comes and the sun has risen. However, there are some poor souls who can no longer switch back to their human forms, for they have lost their minds. We've no choice but to put them to death.
But they might change back to normal someday.
If we wait for that to happen, the monsters will surely kill us all. We've tried capturing them, but they always broke free. It's no use. Once it takes hold, there is no way to save them. I should know. I was forced to kill my very own son.
That's the guy from the boat. But we just saw him yesterday.
Shh. Now I understand why he disappeared on us like that. He's dead, but his soul can't rest in peace.
Oh, wow.
A ghost?
Please lift the
Getting
evil
dark
curse
here.
from our island.
Creepy.
If this goes on much longer, we may all fall victim to it. The moon must be wiped from the sky.
I never knew the moon could be so creepy.
Hurry and close the window. You heard what the chief said. We gotta stay out of the moonlight.
Do these people really think we can destroy the moon?
I wonder how many punches it'll take. You think I can handle it?
Are you kidding me? Don't be stupid, man.
Natsu, there's not a wizard alive who's strong enough to do that.
But that's the job we were hired to do, isn't it? We can't take a job then back out, because that would make Fairy Tale look bad.
What they're
Cares
asking
about the
can't be
reputation
done.
and the
How do you
name
think
and-
you're gonna get to the moon anyway?
With Happy.
I don't think so.
We might be able to find a different way to lift the curse from the island.
You kids can do what you want, but after the day I've had, I need some shut-eye.
Please don't take off anymore.
Okay, our investigation starts tomorrow morning. I'm hitting the sack.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay then. I'm pretty sleepy too. Good night. So loud! How am I supposed to sleep when the beast in the perf keeps snoring?
Poor Lucy.
It's so early.
Yeah, I'm never up at this time.
You two kept me up all night and I'm not complaining. So stop whining and let's go.
The time is 7:48.
You really think we'll be able to find another way to lift the curse?
Well, we don't have much of a choice. The village may think the moon's cursed, but everyone else likes it. And destroying it might really mess things up.
You're right! If we didn't have the moon, the tides would get all crazy and at night the sky would be pitch black!
Without it, salmon could go extinct, and they're my favorite fish.
Would you guys keep it down? We don't know what's lurking out here, so we shouldn't draw any attention. The lady demands impatiently.
You should walk on your own.
He's right. You just summon your spirits because you're lazy?
Listen, this curse is freaking me out. We have no idea what we're up against and I'm scared.
She says nervously.
Are you kidding? This is awesome! S-Class quests rule!
This whole clock spirit is just so funny. I remember
What's
like
that?
loving it, just the weirdness of it. Oh my gosh.
Whoa! What the? It's huge! What are you waiting for? Beat it up, you guys! She yells frantically.
Ice makes shields.
Oh no, what's wrong? Did you seriously just sneak inside here? Aye! Answers the little blue cat.
Aw.
Ice make floor.
You should have done that in the first place.
Shut up,
That sound effect,
Natsu.
man, is used so much in these early
There's some
episodes.
kind
I
of
love
building
it.
over there.
Totally love it.
We should go hide while we have the chance.
We should kick its butt while we have the chance.
Give me a break.
The Temple of the Moon.
This place is massive.
Yeah, and it's falling apart.
Galuna used to be called the Island of the Moon.
A moon island, a moon curse, and weird moon symbols? You really gotta wonder what all of it means.
Man, this place is a wreck. This floor doesn't even look safe to walk on.
Well, don't go stomping on it!
Natsu, you idiot! Look what you did! Here's a thought. If you think before you act, maybe you wouldn't cause so much destruction.
So, can you fly us out of here, Happy?
No, sorry.
We're underneath the temple.
Wow! It's a secret cave! This is so cool. Let's go.
Would you quit running around like a crazy person?
Hey, guys. What's that?
Oh my God.
That's impossible.
It's Deliora. But how? How could this happen?
You've seen this thing before?
There's no way.
Gray, please, try to calm down.
Jeez,
Now, can you tell us about it?
It's Deliora, the demon of destruction.
Demon of construction.
Destruction.
The voices seem to come from down here. I hate being awake during the day. So, Toby, were you exposed to the moon drip? You've got those pointy ears.
I already told you! They're a fashion statement, you jerk!
Lighten up, I was just teasing you.
You don't have to be so mean about it.
Yuka, Toby, something terrible has
Oh my
happened.
God.
What now, Sherry?
It's Angelica. She's been attacked and I'm sad.
You're moping around because somebody beat up your stupid pet rat?
She's not a rat. She's a brave hunter prowling the jungle to protect us. She is blood.
I don't know who these people are, but talk about a bunch of weirdos. Especially the chick with the pet rat.
Judging by the scent I picked up off them, they're not from the island.
And they don't look like they have the demon curse.
Intruders, you say?
Since they've seen Deliora, we can't allow them to live. We'll give them the gift of eternal rest. We'll give them love.
You're talking about death, right?
What was that?
Over there.
Nice job, Cat.
Aye.
Come on. We should have grabbed him and beat some answers out of him.
Deliora. I still don't understand what anyone would want with it. And how the hell were they even able to find it?
Was it hidden somewhere?
It was sealed away, inside a glacier on the northern continent. A decade ago, this immortal demon ravaged Isvan. Countless people lost their lives. The woman who taught me how to use my magic, my master, Ur, sacrificed everything to seal it away. I don't know if it has anything to do with the curse on this island, but I do know that it doesn't belong here. This cold emperor, we have to find out who it is. If they tarnish my master's legacy, they're gonna regret the day they were born!
Oh my God, man. Like, Deliora and the story, the history, like everything with Gray right now. I remember enjoying it. I remember thinking it was cool, but like I had no idea the impact it has on him and so many other characters for the whole rest of the show. Like, these events are referenced so many times in the show. They're called back on, and it's just like I think I like never knew that, and like not knowing that kind of like I never like really like fully focused on this story and the backstory. I was kind of like, okay, cool, like this is the backstory just to introduce Gray's, you know, past, and now they're moving forward. But like so much happens with it, and like it just kind of like I don't know what I'm saying, guys, but it's just kind of like it's so important to know. It's such an important story and an integral part of the story for not only Gray, but like Or and Altair and so many other characters that we get to meet later down the line. And I just remember like thinking later on in the show, like, wow, like I wish I would have paid attention better to this story. I didn't realize it was that important. I remember it being important to Gray's growth as a character, but like not. It's so much more than that, guys. And like I'm so excited to kind of revisit this because I feel like I missed parts. I feel like I didn't pay attention to parts, and gosh, man, I can't wait. Then getting into like these other characters here, I forgot. I remember Sherry.
Hey, Natsu, you
and I remember Toby and the other eyebrow guy. I forget his name, but I forgot that they're all together, and I forgot that like I don't think they're in Lamia scale yet.
The moon and then they turn the juice into moon candy.
I forget what they're doing.
I bet that's some tasty candy.
Next time, Moon Drip.
Here's a question. How do you think they're able to squeeze the moon?
I bet we find out in the next episode.
I don't know if I can wait. I want Moon Drip candy right now.
All right, more action coming, guys, next time. I'm so excited. And like I was saying, with like I think Sherry is the first example of in the show of how the villains come back. Like Sherry was a villain, you know, like a bad character in this arc, and then she comes back later and they do more with her, and she then becomes like a good character and becomes more helpful, and Toby too, and like all the other eyebrow guy too, and like they're not just showing up and then they go away. Like they're there, they're part of this world, they still exist off screen, and I love that about the show. I love that they do that with their characters as villains, especially because so many other shows just have a villain of the week or some kind of threat. They get knocked out, defeated, whatever, and then that's it. And maybe a casual name drop reference here and there, but you never know what happens to them after that. Like for all you know, they died, they're in jail for the rest of their life, whatever. Like Fairy Tail fleshes out the villain stories. They really make a point to say, okay, this happened to them. Now this is going to happen to them. They're coming back into the show. They're back into the story, and they have a whole new role, and it's so cool. And I think, like I said, guys, Sherry is one of the first examples of that in the show that happens, and I just remember absolutely loving it. It's one of the reasons that drew me to Fairy Tail and got me more into it than I was when I first started. It's just so cool to see this again, guys, and I can't wait to journey through Galuna Island with you guys next video and see more. I think we have the next opening 2 and ending 2 coming in the next video, so that'll be excited. I'll do a new little color scheme and all that. So yeah, time will tell, guys, what happens officially, because I don't remember the exact details, but I am quite excited to find out. So thank you guys again so much for joining me on this ride. Please drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of these episodes and this reaction. It always makes me feel good to chat with you guys about it, and I love doing that. So please drop a comment, and then if you haven't yet, please like this video, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back, guys, every Friday for more reactions of Fairy Tail. So stay tuned. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.